Welcome to the Whitetail Advantage Podcast with your host, Brett Bovin. Thank you for tuning in and enjoy the show.
What is up, guys? This is Brett Bovin, and welcome to the motherfucking electronic campfire. Now, before we officially kick things off, we have a couple things we want to say. First, we are not politically correct on this show. We speak our minds, we're unafraid, and we're unapologetic. We cover topics not just in hunting and the outdoors, but topics in society, and we speculate what's true and what's not true, and we discuss how we, the people, need to fix these problems. Now, we conduct a live show every Sunday and Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube channel. Our Sunday show, you're going to get more of our round table segment where we bring a guest or sometimes just the team, and we cover a variety of different topics, kind of our more laid back, have fun with it type show. Tuesday's show is our more serious type show where we cover state specific, bring a guest that lives and hunts in that state, and we ask them a variety of different questions, basically trying to get a good grasp what's it like to hunt in that state. We love to conduct these live shows because it gives everyone out there a chance to interact with us here on the show. And we always encourage everybody to comment questions or whatever you want to comment. We just encourage everybody to comment here during the show. We have a blast when everyone's interacting here with us as well. During the show, we also have a couple of segments. Johnny's segment, Hunt, Befriend, Kill, or you're going to have Squatch's segment, What are things not to say to a game warden? Like I said earlier, we are not politically correct. We speak our minds. We're unafraid and unapologetic about it. Now, we don't run ads during the show. However, we did create our own little 2-minute little commercial break. It's our chance to kind of kick back, get a good drink of water, good drink of beer, whatever, put a dip in at that point. But basically that commercial it's 2 minutes, giving the promo codes for discount codes off the people that we work with, the companies that we work with. So make sure to stay tuned in for that. As always, we want to take a second to say thank you to all of our men and women in the military. Thank you for your service and thank you for your sacrifice. We also want to say thank you to all the police officers, the firefighters, the nurses, the doctors, the corrections officers, everyone in public service, construction workers. We want to say thank you so much for your service. We are greatly appreciative of that. We also have a saying on the show, put your quarter in the slot machine. What I mean by that is to help share a show. I strongly believe hunting's a dying sport. It's a dying lifestyle. And no matter what we do, it's just going to be phasing away. So we need everyone out there to help grow the show, help spread the word. We've been having a lot of people reach out to us saying that they've been putting their quarter in the slot machine, helping grow the show, and we are greatly appreciative of that. We can't say thank you enough to everyone out there. We're not just building a team here, we're building a family here at Whitetail Advantage, and everyone that's been a part of this family from the start up till now, it's been an amazing ride, and we want to continue this, so make sure to put that quarter in the slot machine. Last but not least, no excuses, just hunt. Now let's kick things over to the guys and let's really kick this live show off. How's it going, everyone? It's Sunday, February 16th, and I'm sorry, these group text messages are just distracting me, so I'm just going to put that away. Anyways, welcome to tonight's show. We're excited for tonight. We have an awesome guest, Trey from South Dakota. We have some topics that we're going to be discussing that some people might be afraid to talk about, but like we said here on the show, we don't give two shits. We speak what we want. Now, we also have the getaway announcing tonight, so let me see if I can pop this thing up right here, and we're going to see who wins the ambush snack bag. Sorry about that. Now, let's see who it's going to be. Whoop, nope, don't want that. Let's see what it's going to be. We have a winner at COCGARNER12. He just won a snack bag. Now, So thank you everyone for participating in that giveaway. It was awesome. It was our first kind of giveaway that we kind of conducted here. Another thing that we want to say is, I'm not going to get into that topic. Kind of already pissed off with tonight. So, anyways, let's just bring everyone in and let's just have an awesome show for tonight. Everyone that's tuned in for tonight, it's going to be a blast. How's it going, Trey? Thank you for coming on the show, my brother.
Oh, thanks for the invite, man. Thanks for the invite.
We got to get him on these group texts.
Yeah, we don't want to
I'm in too many right now.
Dave, thank you for coming on the show.
Oh, yeah, of course.
John, thank you as well. Thank you for being here. Squatch, unfortunately, you're here tonight as well.
Hey, the pleasure's all yours, my man.
I know. I'm so excited that you're here.
You better be. I can tell.
Every night that you come on the show, I just get so excited.
Good thing that freaking camera don't pan down any lower. We'll see how excited you really are.
Yeah. You know he ain't got pants on.
I actually have a blanket on.
Oh, that's scary. He's wearing that zebra thong again.
Hey,
That's
Brett,
right.
what are you doing under your blanket, Brett? Hmm? Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't
Yeah,
realize
gross.
what kind of show this was going to turn into, did you?
No, it's all good, man.
It turned,
Have you ever watched the show?
I've watched a couple. I got kind of a feel for it.
Okay. Well,
I'm
pretty
the
much
co-
we
I'm
just
the-
fuck with Brett.
I'm the Shamrock Mint Cowboy. That's what I'm in.
Right.
You got your drink tonight?
You drinking that shit again?
Yeah, I'm drinking Shamrock Mint Tippy Cow.
Yeah, it's fucking alcoholic milk with magnesia.
Yeah, that ain't got no alcohol in it, man. It's a fucking
Hi, Flavors.
Oreo.
Everybody say hello to Flavors. Hi, Flavors.
Yeah.
What up, Nelson?
What's up, Flavors?
Hey, don't TB Cal make like a chocolate one?
Yeah, they have a
Oh,
chocolate.
Jesus, we lost.
Yeah,
Brett.
I think I've had it. We have a hold on, wait. I didn't go out and buy it, but every year,
Okay,
every year-
it'll slide then.
so every year here in Sioux Falls, we have the Big Sioux on tap, and it's like an annual like beer tasting event. So you can go from 12 to 6, and you get a pint glass, and you can hit every vendor as many times as you can until you can't walk no more. So they had TB Cal there, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't my favorite. I wouldn't buy it, but I'm also, any kind of dairy give me the run, so I don't too much.
I think that's why Brett drinks it. He likes that feeling.
Trey, just so you know, Brett also eats bananas just for their shape, not their taste.
Hey,
Yeah.
different strokes for different folks.
Well, he doesn't eat them; he swallows them.
Mhm.
He sees how many he can swallow without taking a bite.
He also flips Snickers bars upside down so he can feel the vein on his tongue.
Yeah.
I
No,
heard
that's
they got
so he
rid
can
of
feel
that.
the nuts. He can feel the nuts on the bottom of his tongue.
I heard
Well,
they get rid of the vein on Snickers.
Did they get rid of the vein, Brett?
Well, welcome to tonight's show. I'm
We're-
your host, Brett Bovin.
We're gonna
And
start.
we're supposed to be talking about hunting, not veins on fucking Snickers bars. So
Yeah,
Oh, it's
we're gonna
Sunday.
start
We can talk
changing
about
this to
whatever
a
we want.
PG-13 show.
Brett's gonna get us banned again from Facebook.
well,
Right?
he did that just by showing up for crimes against himself.
Well, he was naked, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go down that road. Trey, give a little background about yourself, brother.
All right, well, my name is Trey Reed. I'm originally from Texarkana, Texas, but moved here to South Dakota about 10 years ago. Started archery about 5 years ago.
Awesome.
Played football at the Naval Academy, so won a couple Army Navy games, and then I transferred to Southern Arkansas, where I played football there. Graduated. Then I went to Texas A&M, got my master's, and then I got hired by RJ Reynolds, and they moved me here to South Dakota, and that's where I've been ever since.
Hell yeah.
South Dakota, man,
Oh yeah,
Hunter's
that
Paradise.
is one place that I really want to get my feet wet in. Like, what's his name? Kip Campbell, I think, is the one that really loves going out there. Is that or North Dakota or Montana? I can't remember. But South Dakota is one state that you don't hear a lot of people going out to hunt.
no, it's the best kept secret.
And I'm gonna start.
And we try to keep it that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't worry. With all the 3 followers we got tonight, it won't be cat's not out of the bag.
Yeah.
That's right.
You might have 2 more people show up opening day from different places over there.
Yeah.
Man, it's rough, man.
It's
When
gonna
it,
be
like,
me and Dave.
like this year for antelope, I was out west hunting, and there was this guy from Wisconsin, and I'm putting a nice stock on the antelope, and he like pulls up like right up to the field where I was stalking his antelope, gets out and literally starts walking right in behind me.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
like, bro, what are you doing? He was like, who's gonna get there first?
What?
Wow.
And I was like, and then so we ended up spooking him. So get in my car and I'm just driving around and he's like tailing me the whole way. So I'm like, I'm dipping out. It's not even worth it because wherever I stop, he gonna stop. I'm like, dude,
Wow.
it's guys like you that ruin it for everybody, man.
Yeah.
You should have just got out and walked in like the woods somewhere and then turned around and beelined it back and slashed his tires.
Ain't trying to have them problems.
Flavors of the Forest commented, my buddy has a pot shop in South Dakota. Thumbs
Dude,
up.
let's go check it out.
Yeah, which one? There's a bunch of them.
What kind of pots? Pots and pans or the other stuff?
Yeah, pots and pans.
Yeah, pots and pans. That's what he's got.
Pots and pans, man.
Yeah.
You
Trey,
know, next
you-
Sunday we'll be doing the show live from Nelson's place over at Flavors of the Forest.
Cool.
John will be.
I will be.
Trey, what type of bow setup you got?
So I'm shooting a Matthews V3. I'm running the Dowd Arco sight, and now I use like a hot shot X spot release and arrows. I'm all over the place, but right now I've been shooting the Euler archery arrows, so they're pretty dope.
We also have a question from Michael here. He asks, Trey, what do you hunt in South Dakota?
Antelope, pheasants, whitetail, mule deer. I have not been able to get a elk tag yet because they're super hard to draw, but hopefully one day I'll draw. I only have like 6 points, so I'm way in the back of the line. I'm way in the back. I know guys that's got 30, 40 years preference points and they even got close. But then I know guys that apply. I know guys that apply first time ever and they draw. So it all depends on, luck of the draw.
Yep.
Now, is that a once in a lifetime hunt? You draw it once and you're done?
So you can draw it. So if you draw like archery, then you're done for 10 years and then you can start applying for rifle. So every time you draw one, it's 10 years unless you get like the late season elk tag, then you're good. Like leftover tag.
Yeah.
But it's only a cow. So I've turkey hunted once, and I literally walked out, and my ex-girlfriend, her brother, like told me like a group of turkeys were going down by the creek. So I tried to cut them off, and as soon as I cut them off, like one took off right in front of me, and I just like dropped them with my shotgun, and I haven't been back since.
Okay. Now the antelope, are you hunting them with your bow or are you hunting them with rifle?
So the very first one I ever harvested was with my 30-06, and then ever since then it's been with my bow. And those jokers are hard to hunt. I mean, unless you're willing to take like a 80 or 90 yard shot, you're not gonna get that. It's unless you're just like in a ground blind or they're rutting and you got like a like one of those heads up or a decoy. You can draw them closer, but I have not had any luck with my bow. I've been getting my ass kicked the last 4 years.
Well, their eyesight's incredible. They're like a super turkey. Turkey's got incredible eyesight too.
They do.
Yeah.
Those jokers can see me. Like there was one time, this was like 2 years, last year. I thought I was like hidden. I was over this hill, and all I did was just like barely peek over. And one of this buck, he had to be like 60, 70 yards away, and he just barely saw me move, and he was gone. Next count, out of there.
I believe it. They're fast.
Like, I seen that son of a bitch over there. I seen you.
That's
I
it.
seen you.
And once they catch you moving, like they'll just like stand that look, and you might think, okay, they're not, they're on to something else, and you kind of peek from whatever you behind, and they all eyes on you, like
Wow.
we see you over there, bro. You ain't hiding.
Wow.
We have a
Just fucking
comment.
with you at that point. Hey, let's get a little bit closer. He's only got a bow. Let's go. Come on.
We have a comment from Bitter Root Beer.
What's up,
Root
Root
beer.
beer?
Root beer.
LOL. If you have 30 points and still don't draw, ... It's once in a lifetime.
Oh, yep. Yep. Damn sure. Yeah, you're right.
He goes on to comment, Trey, come hunt elk in Idaho. I can help you get dialed in.
Shit, let's do it.
Mm.
Let's do it. You give me date and time and tell me when to apply.
Yeah.
I'm in that joke.
Yeah, Bitterroot gave us free range of his cabin, and whenever we want to go up and hunt.
Hey, does
Yeah.
that cabin have a bed in it for Brett?
Well, yeah, it's next to the smoothie machine and the pancake maker.
What about the
Could be watching our dogs.
yeah. Nice.
Okay,
Go
I don't
along.
like this narrative that I just sleep in every fucking day and I'm a lazy
Johnny's-
fuckhead.
Well,
What you
fuck
guys are
around.
creating. If you guys actually looked at my schedule on my calendar, you'd be like, damn, this motherfucker doesn't sleep. But no, now you guys are pushing. Brett doesn't sleep at all. He sleeps till noon and he makes pancakes.
He doesn't
First off-
sleep until it's deer season.
First off,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how to make pancakes. First off, let's start there. Two, I go to bed at 2:00 in the morning and I wake up at like 8 on the weekend. So fuck off.
Trey, so what happens is we're out deer hunting and
Oh, whatever.
Dave and I will do the texting back and forth with Johnny.
Like
And it's a
4:30
group
in the
text.
morning.
At about 11:30, Brett shows up. Oh, hey guys, what's going on? I was sleeping in. Oh, I had a rough night. I was editing videos. I can't keep up with
No,
you.
he was up watching NCAA football games until
Yeah.
2.
Oh, I
Yep.
can watch college football.
And then- We'll be in the tree stand, and it's like prime hunting hours. And Dave and I and Spotch will all be quiet. And then Brett's like, "Hey, what are you guys up to?"
Yeah.
I just went to the store. I just went to the store and got tippy cow.
Yeah. You guys want to come over and have pancakes?
Boy, yeah, y'all cold blooded, man.
Oh, dude.
Yes,
That's
in the
all right.
hunting season. In the hunting season, I don't like hunting. I don't hunt on Saturdays. My butt sits in the chair and I watch college football and I enjoy my Saturday.
Well, what are you
So-
going to do down in
Excuse
Indiana
me.
this year? Because there ain't no TVs.
I'm gonna enjoy hunting, motherfucker.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
a
say
different.
that
That's a
now.
different story. That's a different story.
You know he's
Okay,
going
we
to
got
have
some-
that shit streaming on his phone.
Oh, you
I-
know it,
He
man.
could be in a tree. I just seen 3 140 classes, but man, that was a hell of a catch. Had to let him pass.
Hey, I'm the same way during the season. I have my phone propped up and I'm trying to watch football and hunt at the same time.
Thank you. I'm not the only one. We have a couple comments here that I want to get through. Players of the Forest, Brett, you can't make pancakes. WTH. LOL. No, I seriously don't. I don't know how to make pancakes. Next
You need
one,
to grill.
Michael. Brett Squatch is going to squash your ass for not knowing how to make pancakes. Squatch is the fancy one making all kinds of good looking stuff.
You see, at
Anthony-
deer camp, I'm the guy that cooks.
Yeah, my house too.
Yeah, all of
Me
us
too,
too.
man. Me
Yeah.
too, brother.
Anthony,
Well-
LOL, God, I love this show. I'm surprised because we're just a bunch of idiots up here.
Yeah.
Oh, I have squatches. Bitterroot. Oregon is a sleeper state for sure. I have a deer and antelope points over there. For me, it is the golden age of elk in my unit. Tough to hunt out of the area.
Nice.
Man,
I'll be
Yeah,
out
I'm
there
excited.
next weekend to check it out. I can't wait.
Hey, John, we missed your segment.
Okay, you want to do one now?
Yeah, you have your stuff. So we have it. So John, we have this segment, like I said in the intro. John, actually, John, you it's your segment. You go ahead with it.
Look,
I'm just gonna sit and drink my tippy cow. You
Okay.
Oh,
fuckheads.
yeah, there you go.
So
Yeah. Don't
One
get
for-
drunk.
we have one. Yeah, don't get drunk, Brett.
Yeah.
As I'm drinking my third whiskey here.
Typical.
So this segment, I have one round for each of us. It's going to be fight, befriend, and hunt. So you have to choose one to fight, choose one to befriend. Now I have to clarify, befriend does not mean to fuck, as Brett thinks.
Damn.
Yeah. So Brett doesn't get gerbils this time.
Yeah. All right. So we'll start off with Trey. All right. Remember, hunt one, fight one, befriend one. You have a silverback gorilla, a hippo, and a grizzly.
Shit. I'm going to fight the hippo. I will befriend the silverback and hunt the grizzly.
All right.
There you go.
All right, Dave, you ready?
Either way, you were screwed on that. One of them's going to kill you.
Right?
Oh,
You
yeah.
know? You kind of screwed him, man. No matter what he chose, he died.
Oh, it gets better. Don't worry, okay? It gets
I can't
better
wait
as
for
we
Brett's.
go. All right, Dave.
Yeah.
You have a bull elk, a
Okay.
bull moose, and a black
Ooh.
bear.
Look at him thinking. He looks so stupid.
Well, I want to hunt.
Yeah.
Well, I've hunted black bear, so
That's how
I would probably
What's up on
Like
the
the black-
ceiling?
probably fight the black bear,
He's just
Yeah.
hunt the moose, and befriend the elk.
Okay. All right, Squatch, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is going to be a tough one because I've never done this round. Or we've never had this animal on here.
All
Oh
right.
God.
All right. You have a polar bear,
Mm-hmm.
a lion,
Mm-hmm.
and 1,000 murder hornets.
Oh shit!
Hmm. So I'm gonna fight the polar bear. I'm gonna hunt the murder hornets and befriend the other thing.
The lion.
Yeah.
All right. Fun fact about a polar bear:
Yeah.
it's the only animal on Earth that will eat a person out of just being hungry.
Well, he can do whatever the fuck he wants, but I got a 4570 government that says different.
Yeah, you got that new one, man. I can't wait.
I'll
See
flatten his ass. He ain't nothing to me.
Well, they're the only bear. They're the only bear species that's strictly carnivore.
Yep. All right, Brett, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready for my
Hey, let's-
squirrel.
Let's get it.
Dude.
A
All right.
strap on, the blow up doll.
Here we
and a
go.
beaver.
You have 25 mongoose,
You know
25
what they are?
Canadian geese, and 250 red squirrels.
He's trying to figure out which one he wants to sleep with.
He's
I
just
know,
trying-
right?
I think he's trying to do an imitation of you, but he could never be that handsome.
No, he can't.
No.
Or shoot that good of a bow.
The tippy cow's kicked in.
Yeah. He's on his
I'm gonna befriend the squirrels because that's the last squirrels to love on.
All right.
I'm going to hunt the mongooses and kill the goose.
You're going to fight 25 Canadian geese? I
Yeah,
would
fuck 'em.
pay to see that.
I don't give a shit. I'll fight them motherfuckers till I die.
Dude, that would be priceless.
Those are my answers. Deal
But
with
did you
it.
guys hear that there's new tariffs on the Canadian geese when they fly into our country? 25% tariff for every goose you shoot out of Canada.
Oh, dude, goose rounds are already expensive enough.
That's it.
So,
Don't even get
Trey,
me started on
what got
tariff.
you started in the hunting, Trey?
Depression, bro.
Really?
Yeah,
Hell
man.
yeah.
So like I moved to South Dakota and away from my family, all that stuff. And you
Yep.
got the weather and shit. So and then I had that void of not playing football anymore. So it was like I gotta find something to fill this void. And instead of working out or anything, I started drinking. So drinking a lot, going out, bar every night, $200-$300 tab. And then the girl I was dating at the time, she was like, yo, you gotta do something, bro. You are super depressed. You're making me depressed. Like, we got to find something. Well, every morning when I hit the work, I drive by this archery shop, and I've never been into one. So one weekend, she was like, yo, let's get out the house and let's go somewhere. So I was like, well, let's go to this archery shop that's, down the road. So we walk in, meet the owner. He's showing me bows and stuff and asking me, have I ever shot one? I was like, nope. He put one in my hand, and from the first shot, I was like, damn, I like this shit. So I started shooting, and then like right before they closed, he was like, "Hey man, you've been shooting, my shot bow. You gonna buy one?" I'm like, "Hell yeah!" So I ended up buying a Mission Hammer, and from that day on, like I was like the next day I was at the shop before they opened up, went in and just shot till my arms fell off, and then I fell in love with it, and then the girl I was dating at the time, her folks had like 12,000 acres.
Oh,
And
wow.
her dad was like, do you hunt? And I was like, no. I was like, I just shoot bow. He was, well, you're welcome to come out here and hunt anytime you want to.
Nice.
So figured out how to get a tag, got a tag, and he showed me, where to go they had a couple tree stands and stuff on the property, and put down my first doe, and it was like, okay, this is the shit, and been hunting ever since.
Yeah, it's definitely a stress reliever.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm going to move out to South Dakota and find that chick, man, because I'm now single. So
right,
fuck, man,
12,000 acres.
Hey, right,
hey, and I could do whatever. I could do whatever I wanted. Like, if I wanted food plots out, like her dad would go out and plant food plots. Like they had what you call it. They had corn. They had all. I mean, he had. That was just what I was hunting, but he actually owns probably close to like 30 or 40,000 acres. He has a shit ton of land all over the state.
Damn.
So like, it was dope.
Nice.
Dude, I'm excited when I found a 14-acre parcel to hunt. I'm like, yeah.
So do you pretty much hunt public, or do you got private that you hunt there?
I got both. So like, I hunt a lot of private, but then a lot of public, but then I started like, kind of like one knocking on doors, and I got no problem, putting in a little sweat equity. So you walk up to a farmer and says, "Hey man, you got any fence you need fixed? Any hay bales thrown? Like any work you got around here, let me know. I'll do it if you let me hunt your property." So there's a couple of guys around the state that they'll call me up. "Hey man, we got some work we're doing. We're moving some cows. We're doing this. We're doing that." And I hop in the car and slide through and put in a couple of days of work, and I get to hunt some nice private property.
Brett does that with the farmers where he lives too, but it's kind of a different scenario.
Little rub and tug action.
Yeah, any young kids listening to this, that's how you should be getting permission for your land.
Oh yeah. Don't go begging. Don't say, "Hey, can I hunt your land?" But don't give nothing in return. Like you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta grease the palm a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta earn it. Oh God.
See, in Brett's case, you just what's that? Brett's the hawk tua.
The what?
That hawk tua or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, that hot tour.
Oh yeah, Brett Tua.
Spit on that thing.
Boy, she in some shit right now.
She's in some shit right now, though.
Dude, yeah.
She's gone like complete ghost mode. Like I don't think
she sold a bunch of fake like money shit. Those,
we steal like over $10 million and just disappear. Yeah, people don't like that shit.
No,
I don't know. Yeah. The question is, did she really know about this, or was like someone in her close friend group or whatever do this? It's unfucking known at this point, because I don't think a lot of people know what's going on with this point really about it, but it doesn't. Everything just looks bad. It just all of a sudden it's there, and then all of a sudden like it skyrockets in worth, and then all of a sudden it just goes bam, gone. So.
Man, I think she knew, because if she didn't know, she would have came out and said, "Look, I didn't know anything about this. Yeah. I'm going to give all you guys y'all's money back the best way I can." Nope, she disappeared just like they did.
So she took off. She knew what the hell was going on.
She knew exactly what was going on.
Mm-hmm. I compared her to Kim Kardashian, basically using sex to get famous.
Well, how the hell did you get here?
He's not famous.
I'm not famous.
He's working on it.
Yeah.
He's working on it.
He's working for
you guys are
man.
Just shit.
So you pretty much had to basically learn everything yourself then.
Oh yeah, YouTube University, man.
You can learn a lot.
And trial and error. That's pretty much it.
Yep. Yep. Screwing up is your best friend, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, definitely. I've messed up so many times where like just like I didn't believe in the scent shit. I thought that was just a way for the scent companies to make their money. So I'm like, man, I don't need all that bullshit. I'm just go in. Nope. After not seeing deer, not playing the wind, I'm like, I'm doing something wrong. And it's like, yeah, you're hunting downwind. Like you blowing your scent off through the woods. I get fresh and I spray a little cologne on me. Yeah, you can't wear, polo when you're going into the woods. That shit don't work. So it was like, yeah.
I mean, you can, but Brett might be at your stand.
I was just gonna say, all of a sudden, Brett walks into your tree stand downwind.
Yeah, so it's like shit, man. Like this shit is it's trial and error. There's actually something to this scent shit. So of course you get on YouTube, you start reading about it. Like, okay, well now I go overboard with it. So like at one point in time, I had my own separate washer and dryer in my garage that was only for my hunting clothes. I didn't do nothing else in it. Then like, you know, if I'm going to go hunt West River, I'd go out there and take branches and leaves and stick them in a bucket and have my clothes in it, just trying to do everything to get an advantage. And then of course, you know, learning, you know, don't buy cheap broadheads. That shit got my ass one time. Don't buy cheap shit. I bought a cheap ass release. That joker broke on me in the middle of a hunt.
Oh, damn.
Like just like shit like that. So
I think though you're right on, because I'm the same way with scent. I don't hunt downwind and all that shit. I mean, hunt with the wind and shit like that. I don't get that. But I think a lot of that products out there in the hunting industry are basically just gimmicks, just to try to earn money from you in some capacity. So I don't go wasting all this money, because you see him on all these hunting shows where it's like what they'll do is they'll show a big buck and then they'll show someone using that product and then they'll go back to showing a big buck, and then it's just subliminal messages basically, and it's just like no.
That's just the
a lot of that shit's
editing right
scam.
there.
I use
What?
Scent Assassin. I use Scent Assassin Earth. I like that.
Yep.
I've used it for a long ass time, and I believe in it, man. And you know, Jimmy makes a really good product, man.
I'm not saying some of that shit out there isn't real, but I'm saying majority, in my opinion, some of that stuff is. I don't know.
Dude, I've watched my old man smoke Marlboros, kill a big buck, and then just continue smoking Marlboros. And I'm like, what the fuck is this dude doing? Like, and you have people that have that dumb luck, just like that, you know?
Yeah.
But
a lot of it's based where you live and the pressure too, though, because a lot of that, like grunt calling and rattling, a lot of the scent stuff, that shit don't work here.
No.
I mean, yeah, I ran into that buck in the golf course, man. I was doing, you know, snort wheeze, grunts, everything just to get him up when he like bedded down in front of me, and nothing worked. He was just so used to people and so used to noise. Yeah. I mean, I was 25 yards off the road.
Yeah.
And this dude just...
Well, he probably heard like 100 grunts, too, within the last week.
Yeah, he's used to seeing
somebody in the woods. He ain't even coming into it.
He's used to seeing MacGyver run around in the woods.
Yeah, no shit.
So we have a question. So what we're going to do here now is we have a question here in the comments. We're going to run our quick commercial ad, and then we're going to come with Squatch's segment, and then we're going to get into a really big deal or big topic here in the outdoors in the hunting community. So let's start off here with the question from Michael. Trey, have you ever hunted New York?
No, not at all. Got a couple of buddies that live in the Bronx. They wanted to invite me out to hunt turkey, but I just haven't gone up there yet.
Come out with me, Trey.
Yeah, I think we know somebody that lives in New York.
From there.
I'm down for it.
Yeah, come on out sometime, man.
Yeah, but I don't think you do though, because he's kind of scary looking.
Yeah,
he might scare you.
He looked like the average guy in South Dakota. Just walking
I'd say he probably looks like he's from South Dakota.
I know 5 guys look just like him.
All right, we're gonna play our quick 2-minute little commercial break, and then we're gonna come back with Squatch's segment. What to say, what not to say to a game warden.
Hey, go ahead and season your meat with something great. Try Flavors of the Forest raw garlic dust, made with only the finest ingredients for the finest wild game. Go ahead and use promo code Whitetail to save 15% on your next purchase. Go check them out.
Hey guys, how are you? It's the Squatch from the Whitetail Advantage. Hey, listen, have you guys tried rec broadheads yet? Well, if you haven't, you're really missing out. I've been shooting rec now for over a year, and I'll tell you what, they fly straight, they fly true, and they're deadly, deadly on a deer. You can get the HXPs, you can get the FX4s, or you can just get the regular HPs. Guys, take it from the Squatch. The guys here at Whitetail Advantage, you can't go wrong with the rec broadheads. If you tune in, you watch our show, you can use the discount code for rec, WA15, and that'll give you 15% off your purchase. And you guys tell them that the Whitetail Advantage and the Squatch sent you. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned. The show's going to be great. Squatch out.
Hey, you guys have a passion for the outdoors? You faith-based and love bow hunting? Go check out Bow Addicts. It's BOWADX. Genesis 27:3 says, take your bow and a quiver full of arrows. Go out into the open country to hunt some wild game for me. While we all love to go out and hunt wild game, we'd love to also wear it and represent what we believe. So go check out Bow Addicts and use promo code WHTADV10 to save 10% off your next purchase. That's WHTADV10 at checkout. Tell them the Whitetail Advantage crew sent you.
Squatch.
Yo.
What do you got for us? What do you got for Trey?
We're gonna hit Trey up with a good one here. So Trey, this is my little segment here on the show. We call it "What Not to Say to a Game Warden." So I'm gonna give you a scenario. We want to hear what you wouldn't, shouldn't, maybe not say to a game warden in a certain scenario. So I'm the game warden, obviously.
All right.
So I'm gonna walk up to you. I'm Mr. Green Jeans. I come walking in, and I'm gonna say, "Hey Trey, so how did all that corn get by the bottom of your stand?"
Oh shit! Oh, I was just feeding the squirrels.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Feeding
but
the squirrels.
is it legal to bait in South Dakota?
Is it legal to bait in South Dakota?
Hell no.
No.
Oh, no. Your ass.
Okay, all right.
You
Well,
get, they finna pack you up and send you that way. Nope.
Yeah, you can't hear either.
No.
No, I hear you.
No, but you'd be surprised though. A lot of guys will try to get away with it, man. Like I've been on public land and they won't use corn. There's like this stuff that's like it looked like dirt, but it's
Mineral.
Minerals.
it's not mineral. It's mineral, but it's like called dirt in a bag or something. And do guys use the hell out of that shit? But I mean, they'll like move clear the grass out the way and have like a little circle and they'll pour it in there and try to mix it in. But it's like real fine sand.
Okay.
And if you're a game warden, if anybody walking, we look at it, you know exactly what it is. And
Yep.
They get busted all the time.
All right, so I'll give you another one. So, Mr. Trey, you shot that antelope and season ended yesterday. What's your excuse?
I don't even know what to say.
Say you shot him yesterday and you're tracking him today.
That's right.
I put a marginal shot on him and we couldn't find him, so we backed out.
So Trey, you can obviously tell who's used to bending some of the rules who just answered that for you. Our distinguished co-host, Mr. PSC Mobile Hunter here.
That cat said I shot him yesterday. I'm looking for him today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're using the wimpy excuse, I'll gladly pay you for a hamburger today.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, hey man,
yeah, you can just take a little hand rake though, like a yard rake, and dig the dirt up, and the deer are just automatically attracted to that too.
Missing time.
They love the scent of that fresh dirt.
Man.
Players of the forest, missing time from a UFO abduction might work.
That's right.
I was going to say you were carried off by a tribe of squatches that came through and took you away and brought you back.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Just tell him you had a 6-pack of tippy cow in the truck and didn't feel safe to go out and look for him.
Sorry, guys. I've been drinking tippy cow.
Yeah.
Feel a little silly.
You lose track of time.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't have enough alcohol, so you wouldn't get in trouble.
You motherfucker called me before you even came on the show, asking me, "Hey man, what were you drinking on that show that one night back in like June?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, it's tippy cow." Like, "Oh man, I'll go try some of that." So don't try and play this fucking.
Who said that?
Car. That motherfucker, Dave.
Yeah. And did I try it? Hell no. We don't have any gay bars around here, so I can't get it.
Oh God!
My wife does want to try. My wife keeps asking me to find some though. She wants to try it.
Well,
It's
bring her over to
delicious.
Brett's house.
Yeah.
I got one more bottle left. I gotta go to the store and buy some more.
What's the alcohol percentage?
2.
Like
14%.
14.
-4.
Yeah, it's like
I think
slamming 2 Mountain
14%.
Dews.
I think it's 14.
Yeah,
It's
see,
amazing.
I couldn't do that mint shit.
Nope.
Anyways, so Trey, I have a question here that I want to ask.
Let's go.
It's pretty, in my opinion, you don't hear a lot of people out in the hunting podcast world asking this question, but last I checked, you were black, right?
Yep. For the last
Okay.
35 years.
I'm white of 31 years.
No, you're
I'm still waiting on my white privilege card to come in the mail too. You hear a lot of these things where the comments or topics come about. How can we get more black people involved in hunting? How can we get more black people involved for this? And we were talking about this off the show or off air, and it basically stemmed from politics, basically. And they say, well, we gotta get the black community, the black vote, we gotta get the Mexican vote, the women vote, and such and such. At the end of the day, we're all fucking Americans. So why do we have to basically group people together? Last I checked, I'm fucking USA American, red-hearted blood American. So is everyone else on this show. So why can't we just say why we have to classify it as why do we gotta get black people involved in hunting? Why can't we just say why can't we just get people involved in hunting?
Well, see, so like I can only speak for like what I mean when I say let's get black people involved in hunting. So like in the black community, it's kind of taboo. So a lot of the majority of the community, they don't know about it. Either they don't know about it or they know about it, but they think that it's for the white community. So it's like, well, that's not something we do. And so when I say we need to get more black people involved in the outdoors, it's hey, like this is something that our ancestors did. It's not for just one community, it's for us all. So let's all get out and enjoy it. Because I know a lot of cats that that look like me, that they don't know how to fish. They don't know how to go out into the woods and make a fire or make a shelter or harvest their own meat. They just don't know how to do that. And I believe that there's gonna come a time where we gotta know that shit. And you don't want to be on the other end of that. So like when I say we need to get more black people involved in hunting, that's exactly what it means. Like I want to get more people that look like me involved in this. Because when I was little, I turned on the Outdoor Channel. I never saw anybody that looked like me, so I didn't think that's not what we did. Yeah. So my whole thing is just like try to get the next trade that's 6 years old watching Instagram or YouTube. He can look on and say, oh man, like there's a guy that looks like me that's doing this, so it must be cool for me to do it. So like that's what I mean when I say we need to get more black people in the outdoors.
Absolutely.
I think all you got to do is just get them to try it, and you're
that's it. That's it.
Try it.
That's it.
Just like you. You had nothing to do with it. Had nothing to know about it. You just decided I'm gonna go to an archery shop and shoot a bow.
That's it.
That's how it starts.
Well, I think it's obvious, and this is how my standpoint is on anything like that. When I get asked, is it a race thing or anything like that? If I cut you, you bleed the same color I do, don't you? So right. we're all God's people, man, and for us to discriminate against somebody else just because of something of a color or something that's that way, that's bullcrap. We all bleed the same. We're all created in His image, and if you want to try to rewrite the Bible, you can't. So I follow that, and I go by that. And people are who they are, and I judge people for who they are. It has nothing to do with anything like that. And I have the utmost respect for anybody who enjoys the outdoors, doing the same stuff that I do. And all joking aside, man, that's a serious freaking thing with me. You love doing what I do, and we got a common accord, and that's why we're all brought together, in this crazy, antics of Instagram and our podcast and stuff. We're doing the shit that we love to do. You like to get up in that tree stand. You like to sit there and watch nature take its place and do what it does. Same way I do. You're getting up. You're sitting there, you're freezing your ass off. You're saying, why do I do this? But you're happy when you kill that trophy. And there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't matter. You cut me, I'm going to bleed red. I cut you, you're going to bleed red. You're my brother. That's the way it is. That's the way I see it.
Oh yeah, for sure. And like when I started hunting, I had a lot of my buddies like, bro, you ain't scared to go out in the woods, or you're not scared to go to this event, because it's not a lot of people that look like us. And like the first time I ever went to a TAC event, like my brother, he was like, bro, we're gonna be the only black cats out here. And I'm like, yeah, but I've been around enough like archery shops, enough different events where it ain't a big deal, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't know that because he had never been to one. Yeah. And from the first time we pulled up the TAC and we go in and get registered, dude, people just, hey man, like, what you shooting? And they talking to you, and it's welcome with open arms. Like it was no, this is a black thing, this is a white thing. It wasn't that. Now I'm not gonna pretend like I have never experienced anything, but there are ignorant people out there, you know what I'm saying? And you just, you write them off and you go about your business and you go be around the people that want to be around you. It is what it is. But it's a lot of people in my community, they think that it's, white people don't want us in this, and so we don't do it, or it's like, nah, it's not like that. You just got to go out and experience it. Are you gonna have people that talk crazy? Yeah, but that's
you're gonna have some rednecks.
Yeah, you gonna have some ignorant son bitches say some shit, and you just going about your business. You know what I'm saying? You
that
say
percentage is really small too.
It's very small.
It's very small. I found the outdoor community is inviting for everybody. I mean, the gay community, they don't give a shit what you are, what your beliefs are. You're into the same thing they're in. That's all they give a shit about.
Yep. Like dudes just sitting around showing game cam photos.
Yeah.
Showing deer you've harvested. Oh man, I got this new bow. What you got? Oh, I got this. Yep. And the race go out the window because at that point we're just hunters.
Everything goes up.
And that's what I love about it.
At the end of the day, we need to go back to judging people based off their character, not based off what they look like. When I was raised growing up as a kid, you just, that's what I just said. You judge somebody off of who they are. I'm not going to judge you until I know who you are deep down inside you. And once I start getting a reputation of like who you are, and I expect the same thing out of me, even when I'm trying to get to know me. It's a respect thing. It's a pride thing. At the end of the day, I'm not going to judge you just based off because you're fucking black, or I want someone judging me based off because I'm white. I have nothing. You don't know my past history or experiences. I don't know what Trey is. I don't know what John is, or Dave is, or Squatch is. Until we get the full picture basically about somebody, then you can start judging somebody based off of their character, not based off of what the fuck they look like. And it's tiring that's what this culture and society also has been become about. You got to judge someone based off of you're white or you're black in the voting community. Oh, you're black, so you got to be voting fucking Democrat. Oh, you're white, you got to be fucking voting Republican. Fuck that shit, man. At the end of the day, like Squatch said perfectly, we're all Americans. We all bleed red. So I get fucking heated about this shit, man, because it's fucking tiring.
Oh no, I do too. Like when it, like speaking of like politics, like I can't stand the whole Democrat Republican shit. Like for me, when they doing these debates or whatever, I don't want to know what party you in. You put candidate A against candidate B and tell me what you're gonna do for not only me but the American people. I don't want to hear about who this person slept with. I don't want to hear about this guy didn't pay his taxes and this. I don't care. If you're being up for the job, if you're being up for the job and you want the job, tell me how you're gonna help the American people. That's all I need to know. I don't need to know all the other BS. Straight up.
I'll cross the lines. It don't matter to me if the person's a better person for the job. Fuck it. You're getting my vote. I don't care, man.
Yep.
That's it. I can say there's been some elections where I go like I'll vote Republican, and there's some elections where I vote Democrat. I just gotta go back and forth depending on what candidate got me. That's it.
Right.
But that's not, the people at the top don't like that. No. Oh, you're from this background, so you got to vote this way. Okay, you're from this background, so you got to vote this way. Well, if that's the case, then what was the point of even having having a debates and having all? If everybody's supposed to vote based on how they look or whatever background they come from, then the vote should already be decided at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
But comment here from Justin: we are one race, the human race. Bitter root beer. I have a mixed race household. Some of my kids are adopted and do not look by white ass. And my beautiful youngest daughter is a hunting machine and likes to go with the dad. Justin here, they like to keep us divided. Exactly. They'll fucking they will, the whole fucking government, that's what they'll do. And I'm still pissed about this. What they'll do is they'll make us fight against each other, basically about this whole race shit. Oh, you gotta start arguing with them because they're white, or you got arguing with them with black, or they're Mexican, or whatever the fuck their color they might be. And they make us fight with each other to make us not look at what's going on, and to make us economically illiterate, basically, and stupid, when they can go stealing all the millions and trillions of dollars, sending it overseas to fucking transgender opera shit. There's a whole list of everything that the whole USAID and Doge found that they sent overseas and shit.
Dude,
It's
you
just,
know what we need to focus that money on?
Hunting.
What's that?
Give me some fucking money so I can go buy 10,000 acres.
Here's what we need to figure out. All right.
I want some property.
We need to figure out the Mitch Impala buck.
Oh hell yeah, hey, I'm working on it.
I know you are. And we need to figure out if that dude's for real or not. Like,
I would rather have money go towards that than some of the shit.
I know. Right.
So leading up to this podcast, we've been talking in our mass text group here, whether it's real or not, and we've gone back and forth, man. And
yeah, I know the antlers look kind of weird, but that guy has killed so many Boone and Crockett bucks, and he's like I said, he had the Missouri record, and he's just killed like tons of huge bucks. Like what's he gonna gain from it?
I don't think he was trying to gain anything. Like I think my opinion on it is, the guy that had the world record at the time was like pissed off that this buck could potentially break his record, and he was gonna probably lose a lot of sponsorships, probably lose a lot of money because he was charging people to come look at the buck in this little trailer he had, and he was like, "Yo, I gotta cut
the
this
Harrison
off."
buck."
yeah,
No, Milo Hansen.
Yeah, the Hansen.
Yeah, Hansen book. Yeah. So he I gotta try to do something, and
because
started the rumor that it was fake, and Mitch seemed like the type of guy that he ain't with the bullshit. So he was just like, hey, you know what? I'd rather just disappear and not have to dress this shit and just live my life, hunting, enjoying what I love to do, and screw everything else.
Yeah, because I heard a bunch of rumors from friends of his that company in Texas that bought that buck, they have rights to it, was trying to sue him.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were gonna lose millions of dollars.
Yeah, taking him out of the spotlight.
Yeah. Yep, and they were gonna lose all that money because he didn't have the biggest buck anymore.
Oh, well, that's generational wealth.
Yeah, and you keep, and he gets a percentage of that.
Yeah.
So that was money out of a big corporation and his pocket. And I like Trey said, just from what I hear about this guy, he doesn't give a shit about all that.
Nope.
And what's great is Steve Ranella did a podcast with Joe Rogan about that buck. And Joe Rogan's dad helped store that deer.
Yeah.
The Impala buck. And it was like, yeah, that's a real deer. Like that was not a fake deer or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And that just helps with his story for sure.
I just feel bad for the guy that he got beat up over.
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah. And then you got new guys coming into the industry, and it seemed like every couple of years the story comes back up, and then new hunters are like, oh yeah, that buck's fake. And it's like, you don't even know the story. You weren't even born when that shit happened.
Exactly.
So how do you know what's being talked about?
We have a couple questions for you, Trey, from the comments. First one from Trey. Trey, do you saddle hunt?
Yes, I do. I do saddle hunt. I use I got a saddle from Custom Gear Modifications. It's a guy out of Tennessee named Jerry Gross. Him and his family, they make handmade saddles, and he's a veteran, a former Army vet, and dude, he makes some high quality saddles, and it don't break the bank.
Nice.
So I love his saddles. Like if you got one of my buddies, he's ex-military. He sent Jerry his uniform, and Jerry made a saddle out of his uniform. It's one of the dopest things I've ever seen.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that's awesome!
So
wow.
If you got your granddaddy's old flannel hunting jacket, send it to Jerry, and he'll make the saddle and all the packs that go with it out of that, that flannel. I mean, he's talented. And I'm talking about you send it to him on a Monday, he'll have it done by Wednesday, Thursday, and at your house on Saturday.
Wow.
Damn,
That's
Brett-
awesome, man.
He don't
Brett
play
could
no
get a
games, man.
Tippy cow saddle.
Right?
Right?
You
Oh
know?
my God, that'd be priceless. I will fucking pay for that.
Next question from Michael. Trey, what's your favorite firearm to shoot?
Ooh, 30-06.
Yeah, it's a hammer.
Mhm.
It's that all purpose. Do
Oh, for
everything.
sure.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep, that's awesome.
I don't mean to cut back off the Mitch from Buck, but when we were talking about where that money should go, I still have PTSD from my time in the service of law enforcement. John and Dave, I'm sure you got your own PTSD as well. I know Bitterroot Root Beer, he's got his PTSD as well. So I think some money of that definitely needs to go back to the some VA and some therapy for PTSD for military and first responders all together as well. I agree with Bitterroot's comment about that as well. So
Need
I
to
just wanna
spend the
put that
money.
out
Oh yeah, there should not be a homeless veteran.
Exactly.
No.
That's what I was gonna
There,
say.
there should be a veteran in need. If you go serve your time and you get out, you should come back home to a home,
Mhm.
a job, and
Yep.
medical, all that shit taken care of. It shouldn't be a fight to get any of that shit. You
No.
just should be there.
you should
Especially-
have everything lined up, including a fucking job lined up for you. Everything ready to go, like you never even left. You
Dude.
should just be able to plug and play basically, and you're good to go.
Yep.
Well,
So
you
I
know,
got-
the prior immigrants were coming into this country were getting more than our veterans were getting, and that's bullshit.
Dude, I got shot in 2010. I
You
got
did?
shot 3 times. In 2021, I finally hit my disability rating.
That sounds
Took me
about right.
11 years
Took
to
that
get it.
long. Took
That
that
sounds
long.
about right. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
about right. It's been averaging 10.
Yeah.
Wow, 10 years.
Mhm.
Yeah. And all 3 rounds, one to the head, one to the neck, one to the shoulder. So it didn't hurt anything, but yeah.
We
It
shot
didn't
him.
hurt. It didn't hurt nothing.
No.
I mean, it didn't my money maker or anything. It was
Yeah,
fine.
he's still kind of there. He's still all there
Yeah.
a little
Oh,
bit, you know.
One to the back of the head, one through the center of the tattoo and out, and then one through the shoulder and out.
Sometimes for fun, we just shoot them again. every
Yeah.
once in a while.
You blessed to be here, my
Yeah.
boy. You
Yeah,
blessed. to be
we
here.
just let him run in the woods and we just pop
Yeah.
shot at him.
We get them the special brown Carhartt with the fuzzy collar.
Yeah,
And we tell them go like 40 yards out, and we take a couple shots at 'em.
yeah. Hold
Yeah.
these antlers against this tree real quick.
We give him knees. See, hold on. We give him knees. We put these on his head, and he runs around. He runs around.
We have a comment from Anthony. John, I've been out since 19. I'm still fine to get my stuff rolling.
Good luck.
Yeah, he was with me when that happened, man.
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
that's
Yep.
it's just sad to see how our military is basically treated outside of once they're done with their deployments.
But the cool thing is, man, I don't have to pay for licenses here in Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a Liberty Hunt. You still suck, but it's whatever.
Horrible.
Yeah. I don't remember what I was going to ask after that point. I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought.
Well, here I
No.
got a question for Trey. Trey, how do you feel about drones for recovery?
Oh shit! I remember that episode.
Hey, I'm all for it, man. Like,
Yeah.
you know, if you go out and you put an animal down,
Mhm,
and if you tried your damnness
mhm,
to track it and you just you can't find it,
mhm.
call a drone. Now I'm not for okay. I shot a deer
Mhm.
and then I just pick up the phone and call. No, go try to track that animal.
Right.
Because I know like this season I saw it a lot here in South Dakota.
Mhm,
I was out, was it like mid-November?
Mhm.
Guy and his son's out. They shoot a pretty nice 10-point. I watched the deer, run across the field. Probably about 15, 20 minutes later, they come walking past my stand. So I'm like, well, shit, my hunt's over with anyway. So I go to help them.
mhm.
We look for like maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and they were like, oh, yeah, never mind. There's always be another one. I'm like, no, like let's keep looking. We still got we got 2 hours till the sun go down.
You should have said, yeah, you're right. He's gone, and then went and look for him and goes, boom, I shot that mother.
So they dipped out, and so I like kept looking, and I found it. So I knew where they were hunting at. So I walked over to where they were and said, hey, I found y'all's there, and I sent them the Onyx spot that the waypoint. So I leave because like I'm done hunting. We've always walked all through the woods, whatever. So the next day I go back and I'm like, I'm gonna go see if they went and got the deer. Shit, man! I walked over there. That deer was still laying over by that tree.
Oh my
Really?
gosh! No,
They never even went to go get him. And so by the time I looked at the coyotes had already ate his ass out and all that. So it's like
that's grounds
like
for like calling a DNR on. Basically, that's just wasteful, man. We get that here too, man. Like me and Johnny, we found some crazy shit over by me.
Oh yeah,
where they just capped the skulls, took the horns, and left the capes and like tons of legs just laying there. Just left everything. Left a bunch of meat.
That's a waste, man. That's a waste. That's some good jerky sitting right there, man. Good back up, all that shit, man. But I'm a big fan of the drones. Like I know that with anything that if say they became legal across the country, are you going to have some people take advantage of it and use it for no nefarious reasons? Hell yeah, people going to do that. People going to always find a way to try to take advantage of some kind of system. But if it's used properly and there's the proper regulations in place, I think it could be a good aid.
Yeah, like I was saying, Trey, like if you're going to implement that as a purpose of recovery, a last ditch effort recovery, just as you would call on a dog tracker, anybody that abuses it, you put it in stipulation in the law and the syllabus saying, if you're caught for using this for any other reason than recovery, it's total revocation of license for life, and the first one or two people that screw up and do it and see that their license, get revoked and they can't hunt, that shit will stop real quick,
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yep, big fines, but
but I think it's a horrible thing to let an animal go to waste. If you can't get a dog in there, at least a thermal on a drone. Make every effort to recover your animal. And I just hate the fact that people are so against it. It's like, what? You don't care if the animal suffered and died, like, maybe 2 miles away from where you shot it. It's still laying there dying. It's dead. I mean, you might be able to get up and shoot a second shot into it.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, you just threw away about $300 of prime meat.
Exactly. Sure. But I can see why people would be against it though, because you can take a drone like my brother flies drones, and I watch it. You can go up. I don't know how high he goes up, but you can see a whole lot of shit. And then you put that thermal camera on it, and then you really can start seeing through the canopy and seeing stuff that you wouldn't normally see at that vantage point. But if you're using it just for recovery and you're not using it for scouting or anything like that, I get it. But even with scouting, if they make like a designated time in the year, like maybe May to June, you can use a drone to scout.
I have a couple of things here. First, I just finished my tippy cow, which is kind of sad.
Utterly sad.
Comment here from Bitterroot. Really, what's the difference between a canine and a drone for recovery? I mean, really, it's about the meat and the respect for the animal, especially so in the thick country you guys hunt it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yep.
We have a question here from Michael. Oh, there, lost it. Trey, are you allowed to conceal carry in South Dakota?
Yes. And you can open carry. You don't have to have a license for it. You can just walk around with it.
Nice.
But if you're gonna conceal it, then you got to go through the class and get all that paperwork done.
Now, do you conceal carry?
I do not.
No?
I should like my mom. Like my mom, who was super against firearms after during all the riots and all that shit. She was like, "Yeah, I'm going to go get my piece." And then my granny, she got her license. My brother, my dad. So I was like, "Well, shit. How am I the only one?" I don't carry nothing. I don't carry at all. Okay. I don't even own a pistol.
Trey's mom's got that big 88 Magnum. This thing shoots.
Right?
Yeah.
Snub nose 500.
Yeah, she's got a Smith & Wesson 500 with a ported barrel and a little bolt on it.
She got this, like, she loves designer bags. She has this like Michael Kors pack. Well, it's supposed to be Michael Kors. I don't think Michael Kors made this. I think somebody just like bootlegged the design.
Yeah,
but it has a holster in it, so she's wearing the bag. She can just.
Yep.
I'm like, where'd you get this? Oh, this carried my girl in it. I'm like,
my girl.
Oh yeah.
That's funny, man. The one person that hunts doesn't have concealed carry.
I do
the
not.
whole family.
I need to, man. I need to.
It's simple. When you see Trey with his mama, shit's about to go down. So just
yeah.
She
Who knows
she's
the way
she's
it's going.
Yeah, she travels for work and she calls me and I'm like, she's like, yeah, I made it safe. I'm like, okay. She said, and you ain't got to worry about me because I got my girl with me. I was like, I know you do. I know you do. Like, she is ready for something to pop off so she can like be the hero. I'm like,
oh my god.
So she got itchy trigger finger.
Right?
I knew it. You're looking cockeyed at me.
Right.
Bitterroot just posted a comment here, and I didn't know this. He says, Idaho is a constitutional carry. If you're a resident of the state, 18 and eligible, you are welcome and encouraged to carry, open or concealed. That's
I didn't know that.
Sweet. I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's one of the few states that is. Well, there's more have joined on, but
yeah, there's quite a few constitutional carries.
Texas. I think Texas is.
Texas started
I'm assuming
it.
Texas is.
Well, I mean, everybody in Texas got a gun.
Yeah. They basically tell that fucking gas station.
They're fucking born with them.
Yeah.
Justin here, he thinks Indiana is as well.
Indiana, yeah.
It might be. It might be one of the newer ones.
Maybe Ohio, but I don't know.
I know Ohio. No. Ohio. They accepted my permit when I went down there, so I could carry down there.
Oh, reciprocity.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, New York you can carry in I think like 47 or 48 different states.
Yeah.
I don't think you can carry in New York, can you?
Yeah, I can carry. I'm full carry concealed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you can't carry in the city though, where you need it the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't carry down the city.
You gotta have a two round mag or something.
I'm up. Nah, I'm up in the country in New York. I'm not down near the city, so
yeah,
I've had mine for close to 30 years. Yeah.
So there's a question here from Michael. How do you guys feel about there's a whole month, Pride Month, and only one day for veterans?
Nah,
I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna go off right here first. I think it's fucking bullshit. We were talking about this off air, whatever, and it's stupid. Basically, the VA, they should have veterans. They should have the entire fucking year. We should have everything for them. Mm-hmm. They are the ones that we're here because of them. The fact that we have a whole fucking month because of who you sleep with or who dick you suck. I don't have a white straight month for white men shit month. Fuck no. I don't go out streaming, oh, I love sleeping with pussy. You need to accept my way of life. I shouldn't have the way, oh, I suck dick. You need to accept my way of life and this and that. I don't want to fucking care. I don't care if you sleep with dudes. I think it's a sin. But at the end of the day, don't throw that gay shit down my fucking throat.
Right. Not literally either. Yeah.
That's right.
Well, Pete Hegseth canceled it. So, he just got in. So he canceled that whole month shit. It's gone. They're not going to accept it anymore. So,
well, thank
like we'll stop them from having parades and stuff.
Yeah, it's not going to be allowed to be a whole month of pride and all that shit. So, Pete Hegseth, he just got in, and he said we're doing away with that. It's not going to be.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Is that real? Did that come from where'd that come from?
Yeah, that's confirmed on the news, man.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, no, they're doing away with it.
I don't even pay attention. I just do my own thing.
You know what? Like I said, years ago, whatever, people did what they did. So what? You knew who they were, or whatever. Just don't cram it down, our freaking, don't make us accept it. Like if we're not that way, we shouldn't have to accept it. That's all I got to say about it,
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I don't, do it. So it's like, hey, I mean, if it's you, do you. I'm not tripping about it.
Yep, I ain't even worried.
Yeah, like I said, I don't give two shits if you want to go out and suck dick. Go right ahead. I don't care, but don't cram it down my throat. And the fact that you had to, I know the old gay reference right there. Oh,
finally caught on.
I knew that's what you're laughing at earlier. You guys are fucking me.
Yep.
And you know what? Another thing, you're homophobe if you don't stand for that. But there's no straightophobe.
Yeah.
No, but a phobia is like a fear or something. If you're not afraid, then it's like, what's the? I don't get the term. Like, I'm not afraid of anybody. That's
I'm not worried about waking up.
I just don't want it passively thrown down my throat.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want to offend them. I might get in a slap box and
Hey, Johnny, I think Brett's kind of figuring out what's going to happen in Indiana.
Yep, exactly. You're on a hunting trip.
Start
Like,
playing
I'm not
some
afraid of waking up with a dick in my throat.
Wait a minute, that's when the banjos start playing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Deliverance.
Yeah,
Michael asked, how do you feel about the whole Pride Month crap and Pride Day in school? I think that shouldn't be allowed in that school shit. Keep that shit out of there. My kids are getting ready to go to school, and I have a certain school that I want to send them to, but at this point, because they're accepting this crap in school, that should not be in the school and education system. It should school and education basically. It should be not basically. It's all about improving the youth coming up, the next generation coming up before us, and giving them the best tools necessary to be the best that they can be in America.
Well,
not to, well, you need to come to school and you need to find ways to accept everybody in their culture, this and that. We just talked about earlier. Don't judge someone based off of who they are, what they do. Judge someone based off of who their fucking character is.
So what they're doing is they erase history and make their own new history by making that acceptable.
Well, that's the same thing as learning cursive. I have 3 kids in school, and they don't teach cursive, which means they don't teach you how to read the Constitution of Independence.
Mm-hmm. Right.
They don't even have a general economic class. They teach you basically how to balance your checkbook or how to basically be better in finance. That's the main thing that this country's sole propriety off of is how to be economically literate. That's what you need to be. The fact that we don't know how people read their own tax codes and shit is fucking ridiculous.
Hey, let me tell you something. That hurt my heart when I turned 16 and got my first job. I was making like $10 an hour at Texas Roadhouse. And in my head, I'm thinking, I work 40 hours this week. Ooh, my check gonna be looking good. And then I get to looking at my pay stub. I'm thinking Social Security and man, what's all this shit? I didn't sign up for this. Like, oh no, that's taxes. Taxes. I had no idea what taxes were. I'm like, oh man, like that shit they need to be teaching in school, man. And before I had this job, I used to work at a community college, and I would go into the high schools and do like some of these teachers. They just there to collect the paycheck. They don't care if the kids learn or not. Like they got their 4 or 5 kids in class that give a shit. The rest of you, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. I don't care. And like you can't have that.
And the fact that we basically are working till July and August just to pay the government, we're finally getting August or whatever, September to December for our own money, basically. People don't fucking realize the fucking taxes are basically everything and all the money that's being sent overseas. Why we get so below hand, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that most Americans, they can't live their paycheck that make them last for 2 weeks. I'm not gonna be fucking honest. It's hard for me to make my paycheck last till my next paycheck, and they keep taxing us left and fucking right. And if people don't fucking realize, eventually, people they're not paying attention to the taxes and the fact that Trump's finally in office and he's finally figuring out this tax code shit and working it for everybody. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm already getting heated. I'm just gonna,
Well, where else can you get a loan that's interest free? That's what the government does with your tax money. They're using your money the whole freaking year. You're not making any interest on it, what they're using.
No. And if you took the entire total of everything that they found so far that they sent overseas and you broke it down to one lump sum and you paid every American 1% of that, every American would basically be set for fucking life. America fucking first, man.
Yep. But then you would have companies realize, oh, they're getting that 1%, so we're gonna jack everything up.
We gotta tax it. We gotta tax
that shit. Oh my god, man. It's just fucking wake the fuck up, people. God damn.
I feel bad for my kids, actually. They're the ones that are gonna be in the worst part of it.
If we don't turn the ship around, like I got a 12-year-old and she kind of knows how money works, and she's like Dad, like what you got put up for me?
Yeah,
I'm trying to keep the lights on.
Mhm.
Yeah, right.
It's hard putting something back. I'm trying to keep the lights on.
Trey throws his arm around her. He's like, "Honey, I'm sorry, but I needed that new bow."
Yeah.
You know, Matthew just dropped the new bow last week.
Yeah.
Sorry, that new FX4 just came out. I gotta go buy it,
Yep,
man. I gotta get this. I gotta get that.
But trust me, Cable will be back on next month, honey.
But when Daddy goes someday, you can have all his weapons.
Yeah.
You know, she actually goes. So what are you gonna do with all these mounts?
Mhm.
And I'm like, I'm gonna pass them on to you. She's like, I don't want them. Like, no, you gotta keep them. Like, you know what I got underneath.
Yeah. Wait till she finds out how much they're worth.
Oh, here's our guest star, Johnny. Johnny just showed back up.
Dude, I had to take a piss. I'm sorry, man.
You need
That
to
is
go away under your
TMI,
desk.
John. That's TMI. We don't need to know that information.
So,
Yeah,
what
really.
states have you hunted, Trey?
I've hunted Colorado, of course, South Dakota, Arkansas,
Nice.
Texas, and that's pretty much it.
Damn.
Nice.
You almost died in Colorado. I was not ready for that shit at all.
Oh, the mountains.
Man, I drove 14 hours there drinking monsters and chewing tobacco. As soon as we get there, my buddy's like, "Hey man, let's like set up camp." I'm like, "No, scratch all that. We going hunting." And we got probably about 15 minutes of just walking straight up.
Oh,
And I'm like, "Bro, I'm about to pass out." My legs started getting all locked up and shit. I'm like, "Yep, nope, let's go find camp."
Yeah.
This shit's terrible.
Getting elevation sickness.
Yep. But first day we had a really nice bull come in at 30 yards.
Oh,
But
wow.
at that point in my archery career, I was not I wasn't confident enough to take that shot. And he had walked just a little bit of his vitals is like on the other side of the tree. And maybe had I been a more experienced archer, I might have been able to squeeze that shot. But I was like, nah, he got to walk out so I can get a full, broadside shot and let it go. But sit there at full draw for about 15 seconds. The wind changed, blew my scent right to him, and shit, he was going to the next county.
I give you props for not making that sketchy shot.
Right?
A lot of people would have
That's
tried.
impressive.
A lot of people would have took it.
No, because
I would've.
the guy that owns the shop that I go to, he was telling me like, this is how you basically proper shots. Take this shot, don't take this shot. So all that was going through my head. I'm like, oh nope. Kim said no, we it ain't clear yet. So I mean, like I said, a more experienced archer would have been like, I'm gonna squeeze and see what happened. I was like, no, because I don't want to wound it and then be tracking it and like, nope.
Yep.
I really just wait. It's just the first day. So and then
John, do you have any final questions for Trey before we get to our rapid fire questions?
Not that I can think of, man. I mean, if we come out to South Dakota, can we stay at your place?
maybe. I will say this. Well, I probably won't be here, so it depends.
Okay.
We'll take good care of your mounts.
If I'm still in South Dakota, hell yeah, let's go. If I'm not, then where I'm at, you guys got to
Now
spot.
that being said, in July I have a hunt in Texas for access deer. What part of Texas are you in?
Well, if I move back, it'll be Texarkana, so it'll be Northeast Texas.
Okay. All right.
So hunting access deer, you probably gonna be what, South Texas?
Yeah, Southwest.
Wow.
I've never been out there.
I hope
Well, if I get out there, I'll hit you up, man, and we'll make it happen.
Shit, let's do it. I'm always ready to hop in the truck and drive anywhere. I'm not a guy that like to fly. I'm a driver.
Yeah, I'm not flying with my gear though either, because that should have get lost or busted up. I don't trust the airports and my stuff.
We have a question from Michael here. Do you waterfowl hunt in South Dakota, Trey?
I have not. About 2 years ago, I bought 3 dozen duck decoys, and they have not touched the water at all.
Oh wow!
Well, like our season is so weird because it opens up in zones. So like whenever like my zone is closed, that's when I got the most free time. So I'm out I'm out hunting deer, and then when my zone opens up, work is busy and all that shit. So I don't have time for it. But
So
I do go in
a
Arkansas. I'll give them to you. Give them to you, man. But yeah, I do go down to Arkansas and hunt with my best friend Rex. We always duck hunt, so I love it.
Nice.
That's cool. Hell yeah.
Squatch, do you have any final questions for Trey?
No, I think I'm good.
Dave, how about you?
No, man, I learned a lot actually.
All right, Trey. So since none of these fuck knuckles have any final questions for you, I got a couple for you. It's our rapid fire segment here. We got a couple questions we want to throw your way. Okay.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Besides hunting, do you have any other hobbies or interests?
Yep, cast iron skillets.
Cast
Nice.
iron skillets.
Cool.
Dude, I love cooking with cast iron. I love cleaning them.
Me
I
too.
love seasoning them. I love everything about cast iron.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
But Brett, you're fired. Trey, you're hired.
That's the
Brian,
only
you
way to
fucking
cook.
take over, motherfucker.
Dude,
It's-
for sure.
It's the only way to cook is in a seasoned cast iron skillet, man.
That's it, man.
Jesus. That's
Dude,
it.
I got a cast iron. I got it at a pawn shop probably back in 2012, and it was like one of those like big jokers, man.
Big ones.
It was
yeah.
a Griswold. That joker was.
Oh, they're good. They're really
Oh,
good.
Yeah, those are good
And
ones.
I had that joker seasoned to perfection, and then in 2018, my ex-girlfriend, she
Oh,
decided to
God.
throw that bastard in the dishwasher, and
Oh.
I lost my shit, man.
And
It
hence the
fucking ruined it.
Ruined it, man.
Oh wait,
Ruined it.
was she the one with the 12,000 acres?
Yep.
Oh, that might be worth it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well-
Well, he ain't with her no more, so it ain't worth it.
Right? Fuck.
No, but
That sucks.
it took me forever to get that bad boy back to perfection.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Trey, how do you see? What's your trick to season in your cast iron?
So what I do is I
I just cringed. My wife just
No.
cringed from Bitterroot.
Oh yeah.
I'll take my I'll take some like lard, so like Crisco
Yep.
or any kind of
Yep.
shortening,
Yep.
and I'll heat the pan up and I'll
Yep.
just put a thin layer in it, and then I'll heat my oven to about 400 degrees, and I'll place it in the oven upside
Nice.
down with foil underneath
Yep.
it, and I'll let it cook for about an hour, and then I'll just cut it off and I'll let it cool down with the oven, and then I'll just repeat that cycle.
Okay.
And then if I cook in it,
Yep.
you know, I don't put any soap or water on it. So
No.
I'll get
Nope.
like salt, put salt in there, take some
Mhm.
foil paper, ball it up, scrape all the shit off of it,
Mhm.
and then I'll run that cycle back again.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Good tip. Good tip.
Quick question here from Michael. What's your favorite shotgun, Trey?
Ooh, favorite shotgun. I really don't know. I got this old 12 gauge shotgun from a pawn shop when I was, I think right when I turned 18. It's like a English Arms. I don't know if
Oh,
they even
New
still,
England.
if they are New England. I don't know if they even still around, but that's the only shotgun I got, and that joker is reliable. I love it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got one too. I got an H&R
Yep, same
partner
here.
that bought New England firearms out. Yep.
It's
I got a
heavy as
couple of
it's heavy as shit. But God, dog, I love that shotgun.
them.
Yep.
That's they're good shotguns, man. They're
Yeah,
accurate
yeah.
as hell for
Yeah.
what they are.
What is your dream? We're gonna get there, Michael. What wild game animal is on your bucket list to hunt?
I want to hunt a Kodiak bear
Oh
Ooh.
shit!
Yeah,
Oh.
buddy.
with my bow.
Nice.
That's my dream hunt, baby. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
That's
I don't know
what
why I
Brett
went
wants
that
to
way.
die
And
on.
if the time is right, then I'll go out with my recurve. Like if they call me, it's like, yeah, you got stage 4 cancer, you're about to die. I'm getting a recurve. I'm going to Kodiak Island, and I'm letting that joker ride, man. Either I'm coming back with a bear, or the bear gonna eat me. One of the two.
Fuck yeah.
That'd
You
be
just
pretty
come on
fucked up way to
over
go,
and
though.
You can borrow mine.
Let's go.
I just got a new string for mine.
Granted, I think I'd much rather die from a grizzly attack than the pure hell of cancer killing me.
Yes,
Oh, for sure.
I go out a legend. I might not even take a bow. I just go out with a
Knife?
knife and just sit
A
in
knife,
just like,
dude.
wait, I'm going
Tarzan
either
that
way.
shit jumping from the trees. Ah!
What,
Yeah, did
what's that?
He catch you midair. Like, oh, shit.
Give him a stone cold stunner.
Dude, yes.
What is the wild game animal you want to try eating?
That's
Coyote.
like anywhere around the world. Okay.
Oh yeah,
You say
anywhere around the
coyote?
world. Yeah, coyote.
Yeah.
You want to eat a coyote? I have everything in the entire fucking world. You want to
Well,
eat a
I didn't know
coyote?
you said the whole world. The whole world.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah,
probably like
whole
a
globe.
whole globe. Ooh, damn, that's a lot.
For instance, Johnny wants a neck roast from a fucking giraffe.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be bad.
Dude.
Yeah.
It probably the backstrap of a zebra or something. Yeah, backstrap of a zebra.
That would be
That's what
probably
I'm
pretty
talking
good.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody
fuck,
somebody in the chat said a panda. I ain't no panda. Hell no.
Justin said that. That's funny as hell.
Dude, hell yeah, I never thought about a panda.
Bear meat is good though.
But don't pandas carry syphilis or no? That's koalas. Koalas carry.
Yeah, I
syphilis.
think that's koalas.
Yeah.
I don't want none of that.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I was with a koala the other night. Fuck.
You probably gave it some shit.
Brett bullied him out of his answer. I thought it was great.
But no, I do want to try coyote because it can't be bad. Either coyote or beaver. Like I do want to try beaver too.
I want to try beaver, man.
Beaver.
I heard the tail tastes pretty good.
Yeah, the fat beaver tail. Yep.
Yeah, I do love me some beaver.
Oh, fuck you, Brett.
Yeah, some beaver. Yeah, I'm gonna eat that tail right up, baby. Yeah, baby.
As his
Oh, we're
wife's
talking
like,
about real
Frederick
beavers. Yeah, I don't know. I try a real beaver too.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite state you've hunted in?
Ooh, South Dakota.
Yeah.
No, no. Okay, we'll
Well,
accept it.
I'm not from here, but I would say either South Dakota or Colorado. Colorado is just like the scenery, just the wildlife there. It's just shit's amazing. And then like all the little natural springs and shit that's all around.
Mm-hmm.
That would be cool.
I did partly want to move to Colorado.
I want to live there. Nah,
I don't know if I want to live there.
I am a Colorado fan. I do. I went to the game a couple games last year. I went to a couple games last year and I enjoyed it. It's not like any college game I've ever been to.
Here we go. You're married. I know that ain't true. Yeah, it's true. What is the top state you want to hunt?
Top state I want to hunt. I want to get over to Iowa and chase some of them big ass whitetails over there.
Iowa.
Okay.
That's a good one. If you could pick anybody to go on a hunting trip or share a campfire with one time, who would that person be? Anyone in the world?
Anyone in the world, it'd probably be Jim Shockey.
Jim Shockey. You're the first person I think that says Jim Shockey.
First person.
Yeah.
Yep.
That'd be a good one.
With his dad.
I think you're the second one because we talked about how his wife or girlfriend, whatever.
Yeah, he's the second one to say Jim Shockey.
Yeah.
Somebody else we had on said Jim Shockey.
Yeah. I'd like to hunt with his dad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the old man was something else. Yeah.
That fucker was hilarious.
Yeah, but his new lady friend is fairly attractive.
I don't know. His daughter's pretty hot.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw her at an archery shooting, man. Like she's had a crowd of people walking behind her. I'm like, man, like.
Mm-hmm.
If you could bring one loved one that passed away to go on a hunt with or share a campfire with one time, who would that person be and why?
Be my grandpa Burners because he just, man, he was that dude was just the shit, man. He didn't hunt. He was a fisherman. Like anytime he had a day off, you could catch him on his bass boat fishing and shit. And then he was in Vietnam, so he just all kind of war stories and shit. He ended up passing away of Agent Orange. It gave him brain cancer, but man, that dude got some shit to tell you. I can tell you that.
Nice.
We have two questions here from the comments before we get back to our questions here. The first one from Michael. Trey, how many deer have you killed?
5.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
Pretty good.
That's
Here
pretty
from
good.
We Do This Too Outdoors. Trey, does the name Spanky Johnson mean anything to you? I'm assuming that does.
Spanky Johnson.
Here we go.
So have you guys ever seen the movie Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence?
Oh,
Yeah.
So I love that movie. Me and my brother and my dad, we always quote that movie. That's like our favorite movie. So I'm always like my boy Courtney, he's on the podcast with me over at the New Jack Archers, and we always quoting lines from that movie. So yeah, Spanky Johnson. No.
My favorite line. It has that big guy said, "You go eat that cornbread."
Yeah, cornbread.
That's like the most like famous line from that movie because it was in the trailer and everything. But
yeah,
that movie, man, it's deep. It's a comedy, but if you really sit back and watch it, there's some real shit in that movie, man.
Yeah, there is. It's funny. It's a good movie.
Michael here, he said he's shot 4 deer and 1 turkey so far and some ducks.
And
Yep.
considering he's 11 or 14, no, I think he's 14. That's pretty good.
That is really good. I haven't shot a turkey yet. Right, I haven't turkey hunted yet so far. This is gonna be my first year.
Yep, we're going this year, bud.
I got my bow ready to get all set up for that shit.
Yeah, see,
Michael's 14.
Oh,
14.
dang, 14. Shit, I was playing football. I wouldn't even think about the woods.
I was playing football and killing shit.
Man,
I'm not gonna say a comment there. Trey, how do you think we can get more people involved in hunting?
she just get out and being advocates. You know, all these anti-hunting groups, like they're out stomping. They're, we're always concerned about the hunters or the anti people that's not going to get involved. We got to be more focused on the people that's in the middle who don't give a damn either way, and show them like, hey, this is a way of life. You don't necessarily have to hunt, but don't join the other side. So show them, like, be a positive light for the outdoor community, and just get out, be advocates. And if you have any kind of like local outdoor organization, join it, go out, volunteer, just be a positive role model for the outdoors.
Yep.
What do you think that we as fellow hunters could or should do to improve the hunting community as a whole?
Stop the infighting. Like, stop fighting with each other about what bow you shoot or what way you hunt and all that shit. Just at the end of the day, if the person's hunting and it's legal, like, let it be. Stop fighting about, you wear Sitka, you wear bottomland, or you wear this and that. Like, all that shit don't even matter at the end of the day if we can't hunt. So we got to stop the infighting, team up, and go out and try to fight against the anti-hunters.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry about that, Brett. I won't say you hunt in a dress anymore.
Or with a crossbow.
Even though I do love poking at the guys that wear Sitka, because that shit is just hilarious to me.
It is.
They get all bent. All bent.
Little butt hurt. Sitka and the Kuyu,
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
You one of them.
I mean,
one of them.
I did it pretty. They do a 40% discount for military. So yeah.
Oh, shit, you can't beat that 40%.
Not at all.
Nope. That hat still only, that 40% knocked it down to about $140 then, right?
Yeah, it's about 123.
See, it's not so bad. You get shot 3 times, you get 40% off what you freaking want to buy. It's a hell of a deal.
Much.
Yeah.
Michael here. I want to get Michael on the show here now. Actually, I really do, because he just made up a good question here. He's got 3 comments here, but I'm gonna read the first one. It's a question. How do you guys think we can get more youth in the outdoors? I know many kids who just sit on their ass and play video games and don't go outside. They just like to play video games and fucking watch TikTok and shit. And that's why I hate TikTok.
Yeah, it's on the parents, 100%.
It's on the parents, but the kid can also get into organizations like archery organizations. If you're a kid, you're a youth, and that you want to explore the outdoors, use the computer, obviously, get online, find out where you can get mentors that can teach you archery, who will take you shooting, local gun clubs, and just make sure they're not part of Dateline, like where they're getting you, come there and asking why you're here. That's all.
Yeah, like here in South Dakota, we have South Dakota Youth Adventures, and this guy out west, he started it, and basically it's like kids that they want to get into the outdoors, but their parents is not. So they have a whole a whole list of mentors. They take kids out, archery ranges, gun ranges, help them do the hunter safety, take them on hunts and all that stuff. So there's organizations around that's getting kids in the outdoors. It's just with TikTok and video games, stuff like that, it's my cousin won't go in the woods to hunt, but he plays this game called Hunter Call of the Wild. Now I've played it. It's hunting. You gotta play to win. You can't make noise. You gotta call them in and all that shit. I'm like, bro, you can do this shit in real life.
Yeah.
He's like,
and then you get to eat it.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, man, look at this, this 12-point buck I shot. I'm like, yeah, you can go out and you won't shoot no shit like that, But you can go out in the woods and but he's like he'd rather just play it, stay at home and play it and eat his Cheetos and drink Mountain Dew. So
that might be more Brett speed. What do you think?
Yeah,
Dave?
sure.
Right?
I just commented asking Michael how he thinks we can get more people involved, the youth involved in the outdoors. I think you can make it as long as one person knows about hunting, start telling them other friends about hunting the outdoors and archery, and start making it like a group thing or start like a club. Like it also starts in the school system. That's how I got kind of like first introduced into archery outside of my parents. Was we had an archery in gym class, and we went outside in the summer times and we'd shoot with the bows that they had there. So I think it's also on the schools to at least have some type of thing like that set up in the school system as well.
Yep.
Because where the kids go, home and school, home school, home school.
That's it.
So
we got the day off of hunting season when I grew up.
yeah, we had one school in my hometown outside my hometown to get that open day
school.
Close that shit.
Yeah, they figured it out. Just nobody was showing up, and they're like, "Oh, what the hell? We might as well give them the day off."
That's what happened here too. And you can also get I thought so. We do this too outdoors coming. I think they need hunter education in the school system. I think it does too, because it's hard for parents to take the time to go to schedule it, because my buddy just scheduled one for his son to go to a hunter safety system school, whatever. Words are tough.
Yeah, I know.
And it's hard to schedule that stuff on a parent's schedule. So if you can do it right there in the school system, they're already fucking going there.
Yep.
Get it done right there.
Dude, it would take no time, because like right now, a lot of schools don't even have after school programs anymore.
Nope.
So if you like, hey guys, this Wednesday after school we're doing hunter safety, blah blah blah. If you want to come sign up, you'd be surprised how many kids would just go, because they ain't got shit else to do after school other than play video games and get in trouble.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's true, and that's all on the state level, State's
Michael commented back. He said, "I'm not really sure, because I think it has to do with the people's parents who don't parent and just let their kids do whatever they want and get all the TikTok and social media." That is true. When they let their kids sit on their ass and don't make them do anything in the outdoors. You gotta get your kids fucking outside. Stop letting them be fucking fat asses and watching Cheetos and shit. Go outside.
Think about it in Dave and Swatch's era and mine. Like, how many kids did you see with casts versus kids we see today?
Like that was like a thing. Like you signed a homeboy's cast. Like
dude,
everybody
exactly right.
That was a thing.
Yeah.
Oh no, man, you pissed me off. You can't sign my cast. Man,
Hurt your damn feelings, man.
You ain't signed my yearbook.
Yeah.
But no, kids don't go outside anymore. Like my granny, like in the summertime, we would all go to her house while our parents worked. And as soon as the sun came up, she'd send us outside. She'd take she had 2 or 3, milk jugs. She filled it with water, set them on the front porch with plastic cups. Don't bring your asses back in here until lunchtime. And we was out. We was gone.
Yep.
I used to be the kid where, I shit you not, I took a rope from the front part of the house. We had a front porch, and I threw it all the way over to the back side of the house. I climbed up that motherfucker, and I'd slide that down that thing in the winter months, and just fly down the fucking roof of my house in the snowbank that I made. I had a giant black bruise the next 2 to 3 days afterwards. It was sucked, but it was fucking fun as shit getting outside. And I have a whole bunch of other stories, but Michael here, he commented. Let me find it. There it is. Because a lot of my kids in my grade think I'm weird because I like to go hunt and be in the outdoors. Michael, you're not fucking weird at all. That's an amazing time. It's therapeutic as well.
It's a man thing.
But let's take the therapeutic, because that's more like in the adult level, in my opinion. But for kids, the outdoors, man, it's something about it. I don't know. It's hard to describe without doing it.
It is a stress reliever for kids too, because they are under a lot of pressure. My kid, he like just going out sitting in his tree, and if he don't kill nothing, the stress of school, all that bullshit for that moment in time is gone.
We had a saying. There was actually a bumper sticker years ago when I was a kid growing up. It said, "Kids who hunt and fish don't mug little old ladies."
Yeah,
and it's the truth. I mean, if you're busy doing stuff in the outdoors, you're coming up right. You're doing, you're hunting to learn a skill, and you're learning the value of having that meat to harvest to have for your food, and
You're learning skills for future life skills.
survival. It's survival skills.
Yep.
You're learning survival skills. You're doing what your ancestors did. I mean, we don't have these pointed teeth in our mouth for nothing. We ate meat.
Yep.
Yep. Dude, my granny would have us like out in the garden, planting purple hull peas and all this stuff. And as a kid, I used to hate it. Like, why are we doing this shit? We can go to the grocery store. And as an adult, I'm like, man, I like raising my own food because I know where that shit come from.
Exactly. Right. Don't have all that crazy pesticide and chemicals on it. Don't have steroids and all that shit in the meat.
Mm-hmm.
Michael, if they're bullying you, it's a couple things are going to happen out of that. Because I got bullied in school myself. Bullying is just going to make you tougher. I got bullied in school. I'm not going to lie. It's going to make you as a tougher person because you're going to learn your own true character and you're going to grow as your own individual. And it's going to help you later down the road. 2, you're like we just said, these skills that you're learning in hunting in the outdoors, it's going to benefit you greatly down the road. And it's an amazing thing that you're going through in the outdoors right now. And hunting, it's just an amazing pastime experience passed down from generation after generation. And these skills that you're learning, I'll bet you this. These kids in your school that are sitting around eating fucking Cheetos and getting fat, they're not going to live till they're 30, and you're going to live till you're 100.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to learn to be more self-reliant compared to these other kids.
Mike, sorry, Brett, go ahead.
Let me read his comment real quick. He says, I think schools should make a hunting education program with the school, teaching kids about the hunting and fishing education and get them into shooting and learning the basics. What were you going to say, Squatch?
I was going to say, Michael, let me tell you something. You ain't going to find anybody more stranger than this guy right here, okay? I was the exception to the exception when I was in school. And you know what? I don't have any regrets. I hunted, I fished, and there was no social media back then. Nothing. There wasn't anything. So I'm coming into my own now with these podcasts, with being able to share my knowledge with everybody. I'm 50. I just turned 50. I've been hunting since I was 11, 10 years old with my father, my grandfather. And the memories that you gain by that, hunting, even with friends, people along the way that you meet and you hunt, those guys will never experience that. They're just going to be some schmuck sitting there behind a TV set, fat and just on their recliner and just they're not going to be anything, and this is why we do what we do here at Whitetail Advantage and other stuff in our own podcasts and our own channels and my YouTube channel. We try to educate. We want to see the youth succeed. We want to see people succeed in what they love and do. This is why we're here. We're sitting here talking about our experiences and trying to pass that knowledge along. And, for somebody to call that weird, they just don't know how to accept it. So, you know what? Hold your chin up high. When you get to be an old gray-haired guy like me, you'll sit there and look back and say, wow, I've been carrying that gun for 35 years. I remember when I first got it, and you'll remember all the experiences that you did. And it's really, really, really beneficial to you. You don't ever get away from it. Don't be shy about it. And if you want, we can all arrange to come down to your classroom and beat up those bullies for you.
Exactly. Michael had a comment here, and I want to start wrapping it up. I have one friend that likes to do what I do. Nobody else in my grade likes to be in the outdoors. Maybe also 14. I don't know what. I'm going to assume 7th grade. I think 6th or 7th grade.
7th grade.
7th grade. Yeah.
7th, 8th.
Some people, they also develop and they start getting new interests as they get older. So some of these kids that might think you're weird now, they might start becoming your friends later down in the road in high school. Oh, he's in 9th grade.
9th grade. Wow. Okay.
Oh. Some of them might get change their interest in the outdoors when they grow up. So you just never know. He goes on. He did say, very great advice, Squatch. You guys all have great advice. This is why I am proud to be a part of this show family. We're happy to be part of the Whitetail Advantage family. With that being said, thank you everyone for tuning in for tonight's show. John, how can they find you, my man?
They can check me out on Instagram at Johnny_Nitro_night, and that's pretty much where I am.
Squatch?
Well, you guys all know you can always find me here at Whitetail Advantage with all these guys. You can also find me at the Garden State Outdoorsman with Mike Nitre, Frank Mystique, and the rest of the bunch over there. Got my Instagram page, Outdoors and More with the Squatch. My YouTube channel under the same name, Outdoors and More with the Squatch. Tune into my videos. Give me a like, share, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
David? You're muted, dumbass.
Blah, 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 blah. I like it.
You can find me on Grindr.
He's still muted. He still doesn't know he's muted. What an idiot.
Yeah,
Blah, 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 blah.
Technology
Check me
for him
out
was extremely hard.
grindr.com. Blah, 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 blah.
It's not muted, is it?
There you
There you
go.
go.
There you go.
Oh, hey.
Hey, welcome
It's
back.
not. It's not showing that I'm muted.
Well, we can hear you now.
Good. All right. I'm on all the platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Whitetail Advantage, YouTube. Under PSE Mobile Hunter, you can find me there.
Trey, how can they find you and stay along with your journey, my man?
All right, you can find me on Instagram at DA_DreadedArcher17. You can find me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Carbon TV, the Dreaded Archer Podcast. And you can find me on YouTube under the same thing, the Dreaded Archer. So check me out.
All right. Awesome.
Well, Trey, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come on the show, man. We greatly appreciate it. John, Squatch, and Dave, thank you for coming on. You guys are still ugly. And we'll see everyone on our next live show. We can't say anymore because I'm saying bye. Well, everyone, that's going to conclude another episode of the Whitetail Advantage Podcast. From myself and everyone from the team, we want to say thank you to everyone that's tuned in for tonight's show. It's been a blast. We greatly appreciate it. Now, if this show made you laugh, made you think, gave you some new insight, gave you some new perspective, please hit that like and subscribe button, and we greatly appreciate it. Make sure you put that corn in that slot machine. Audio versions of our podcast gets released on Mondays and Wednesdays at 5 a.m. Eastern Time. Now, in the hunting season, where we only do a live show on Sundays, our audio versions of our podcast gets released only on Mondays at 5 a.m. We also want to say thank you to everyone that's been a partner of the Whitetail Advantage Podcast. Thank you so much. And if you want some discounts, make sure to check out Rec Broadheads, WA15, Flavors of the Forest, use Whitetail, and Bow Addicts, WHTA-DV10, and get a discount off your products. Also, check out Grizz Media and Magnus Broadheads as well. If you have a Carbon TV account, we'd appreciate it if you can head over there and give us a positive score there. It'd be greatly appreciated from us as well. Last but not least, no excuses, just hunt. Make sure to put that quarter in the slot machine. Help share the show, help grow the show. And thank you to everyone for being a part of the Whitetail Advantage family. We greatly appreciate it. And now we'll see everyone on our next live show.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Whitetail Advantage Podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show, and we will see you next time.